Hi, my name is Jason and I'm trying to learn Ableton. I scoured YouTube for some good tutorial videos and found nothing. Nothing really spoke to me and simplified things for a total newbie like myself. I decided to start making videos so you don't have to go through the same pain. If you're looking at Ableton and thinking the same thing I was, this is too complicated and overwhelming, I can't do this, then I want you to know that you can. It's not that hard if you know where to go. We can figure it out together and make some awesome music. Yeah! Our topic for this video is how to make your first drum beat. Let's do it. When you first open Ableton Live, you should see something like this. This is called Session View. It has columns and rows and kind of looks like a spreadsheet. Let's go over some basics about Session View. This area in the middle is the mixer. Here you can lay down your tracks and mix your song. The browser on the left side is your library. If you need an instrument or any kind of sound, come here. At the bottom is the instrument sample panel. Here you can develop your sounds, add effects, and even write music. Finally, we have the help box. If you're not sure what a button or knob is for, just hover over it and the help box will tell you. This is a very general look at Session View. If you hit Tab on your keyboard or click this button in the top right, you'll switch to Arrangement View. The main difference is this view has a timeline. Let's stick with Session View for now and start making sound. I'm excited. You should be too. Drums can seem intimidating, but they don't have to be. Think of some of your favorite pop songs. Some of the best drum beats are the simplest ones, and Ableton makes it real easy to get you started. Head over to the browser panel. If you don't see it, you may have to display it by hitting the triangle in the top left of the screen.
Wow.
Select Instruments and then Impulse. Click on Impulse, hold, and drag it into the mixer area. If you have tracks set up, you can drag it into a MIDI track. If not, just drag it into the open space. For now, you can delete the audio tracks as we will be focusing on MIDI. Just select the track and press delete on your keyboard. Let's rename our track by selecting it and pressing Command R. Make sure you have your drums track selected and take a look at the instrument panel. Notice it shows our impulse instrument. Here you can drag in samples such as kick, snare, tom, bongo, conga, ride, crash, clap, shaker, tambourine, woodblock, triangle, cowbell. These samples are short clips of sound and Ableton comes with some preloaded. Go back to your browser panel and click Samples. You can preview the samples by clicking them. Make sure preview is enabled by clicking the earphone icon at the bottom left. Blue means on. Search for words such as kick, snare, and hi-hat to get your basic drum kit. When you find a sound you like, simply drag it to a spot on your impulse instrument. You don't have to fill up all 8 spots. 4 or 5 will do for now. Once you have a few sounds that you like, we're ready to move on. By now you should have enough samples loaded onto your impulse instrument to make a simple drum beat. Go to one of the rows on your drums track, it can be the first one if it's empty, and double click. This will create a MIDI clip, and it will look like a small block inside the cell that you just clicked in. Your instrument panel should have filled in with a device called a MIDI note editor. We're going to use this to draw in our beat. You'll notice that your samples are displayed on the left side of the device. Make sure the blue preview button is on and hit the white buttons beside the sample name to preview your sound. The next part is simple. Just start double clicking in the cells to draw in pieces of your beat. If you feel like beat 1 should have a kick, draw in a bass kick. Be creative and don't worry about doing it wrong. When you're creating music, there is no wrong way to do it. Remember that the catchiest songs are the simplest ones. If you're having trouble, put the kick on 1 and 1.3 and the snare on 1.2 and 1.4 to create something like this. Now hit play on your MIDI clip in the mixer area and you'll start to hear your first drum loop. You can stop it here. Let's pause for a second. You just made your first drum beat in Ableton. Congratulations! It sounds awesome and it only took us a few minutes to get started. Now click on your MIDI clip to head back to the drawing board if you'd like to spice it up a bit. Before you go, head over to notsopro.co/firstdrumbeat to pick up your free cheat sheet of things to remember when creating your first drum beat in Ableton. Pause this video now if you have to and go do it before you forget. I appreciate you tuning in. In the next episode, we'll be adding bass to our drum beat. Can't wait to see you there.